What's up, y'all? Keith Dykes here with W.K.D. Construction. Welcome to my channel. So, on today's video, we're gonna get a little crafty. We are going to do some label making. On my homes, I like to do manifold systems. I kind of make my own manifold systems for the plumbing. So, we've got shut-off valves that need to be labeled as of right now on the Melton Farm project. I just kind of got a little piece of cardboard with a Sharpie wrote on there, and we need to change that. We need to make it look like it's professionally done. I actually made a short a while back that showed how I made the labels, or not how I made them, but that I did make a label system for my manifold, my plumbing manifold. Had a lot of comments. Some people maybe wanted to know how I did that. Very, very easy. I've got the Silhouette Cameo 4. This is actually my daughter's. We bought it for her because she's very crafty. She makes a lot of different stuff, stickers, signs and stuff like that. So we did buy it for her, and she's used it pretty good. And then I was like, I could probably use that. So I got on there, and from now I make my own labels for whatever I need. There has been an occasion where I do hire my daughter, and I say, hey man, I give you $10, make me a label. And she as long as I pay her, she'll make it for me. Teenage daughters. In the mechanical room, or it's actually like a closet, in between my plumbing, in between my manifolds, I've got a certain amount of room that I need to make a key, a legend, or whatever you want to call it. So I got those dimensions. I will get on the computer, and the Silhouette has a very, very user-friendly software, very, very easy to maneuver and make what you need to, a lot of different fonts and stuff. So we'll kind of start doing our fonts, get them all together, print out or cut out the vinyl, and then we will kind of make the plaque or whatever we're going to use. I'm going to use whatever you want to use, but I'm going to use probably a galvanized sheet metal. I've got some. That's what I've used in the past. Kind of looks pretty good. Kind of round the corners, make it nice and smooth, and then kind of fit the length of the legend for once I get everything laid out. I can kind of figure out how long of a piece I need. Right now I've got a width, so I need about 10 and a half inches wide. So I'm going to go with that on my width, and then I'll just make the length according. Got my software loaded up, and here's my little list. I got my cold, master bath, laundry, exterior faucets, kitchen, ice maker, small bath, and here's my hot, laundry, kitchen, small bath, master bath. So we will come up here, go to text. We will start with hot or hit. Just kind of put it on there right now, and then I'll start centering it up, getting everything, change my font and everything later. Hey, laundry. Oh, come on. The kitchen. And D, master bath. And so then you can just kind of arrange it wherever you want to. I'm just going to stick it on the bottom of that line, and then make each line about 1.25 inches tall. 1.238 inches. That's close enough to 1.25 inches. Let's see. No, that's too close. There. And up 1.25 inches. There we go. And then you can make the length longer too. Do 7 inches long. And where everything's lined up on that side, lined up on that side. So there is my hot side. Go ahead and add another one right here. You could just go up here, create a new page. Go back to text. Cold. So we got one master bath. Oh my goodness. Get your fingers right. You got to go to text every time to put a new line. But like I said, very, very user friendly. Let's cheat that down a little bit. And then if you got a line that you don't want, just right click, delete it, no problem. Let's do 3. Make it a little longer so it'll be on one line. I'll just do exterior. How about that? And then these little blocks, they're 1 inch. So from here to here is 1 inch. And then you can do your spacing accordingly. But if you wanted to change the font, messed that up. Highlight it, then go to, where do we go? Right here, font over here. Change it to that. Rockwell. So there's a ton of fonts. Plus you can buy extra fonts too if you want some different cool stuff. But kind of like the impact. I was going to change all my layout up. Let's do that. Yeah, I'll change that. Quit that. Stretch. So all of my software has been ready to go. I've got my hot, I've got my cold, and then I did this little jewel right here. Miss Susan, lives by herself and may need to call and ask questions from time to time. So this is kind of good. I put, if you leave for an extended period of time, shut off the main valve, which is good practice. That way, if you do go out of town, your potential for having leaks is very low. And if you turn the main off, I mean, may save you thousands and thousands of dollars of damage. And then I got main and then ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I will put these on the PEX pipe. So let's get out the printer and get ready to cut the vinyl out. Very simple to hook up, just a printer cord, plug it in the wall. Turn it on. And then on my software, we've got design, store, library, send. Just go to send. It tells you if it's ready. And why didn't it send it? Because I have a blank page, that's why. Alright, so now I'm on my page, we'll send it. There is my cut page. Cut online. This right here, let me get you a little closer. So on your settings, right here you got a bunch of different options: cardstock, chipboard, cork sheets, cotton, craft foam. We're just gonna go to vinyl somewhere. Vinyl, chalkboard, frosted, glossy, glitter. We'll just go vinyl, silhouette, Oracle 651, just standard vinyl. Right here is force. I'm going to go to a 3. Or actually 3, whatever, I don't know. That is something, that's the depth of the blade, I think is what that is. Force, I do go up a little bit on force. I'll go to about 15, 16, I'll do 20. Let me go back down to 2. So I'll go down to blade depth 2, force to 20. And then we'll load our vinyl. So it comes with a little sticky back thing you put your vinyl on. Some vinyl is thicker and you don't have to use that. You can just put the vinyl in the machine like if you get a big roll. I just bought this at the Walmarts. You can do that in a pinch, or you can definitely order it off Amazon. I've done that. I've done either one. So, but I needed this. I needed it in a pinch. I just needed a piece. So I got a little packet, just a little Cricut packet at the Walmarts. It is fine. Load it in there. Do a little test. Do a little test button action. So it cut out a little corner. You can see that. I gotta get my blade and we'll see how good it does. See if we set it up right. So yeah. See, just kind of cut it out of there. So we're good, we're set up like we should be. So let's cut it. First one's cut, let's load the second one. Let the cold, load it up, send line. Like I said earlier, you don't have to use the little plastic backer for this out. This is the Oracle vinyl. It's better. It's a little thicker. That stuff I use is just kind of, you know, for inside use. You don't want to. But that's I think it's matte black. Go to my last design. Send it. Line. Alright, they're loaded and ready to go. Click send. We're ready to cut. And now for the not so fun part of it, we gotta weed everything out. That takes a minute sometimes. So lucky I got my Buffalo Bob Click safety glasses here. And don't try to go too much at one time. It's kind of a pain if you get too much. Trying to keep up with the sticky and the what's cut and what's not cut. X-Acto knife works probably the best. Comes with a little weeding tool, but X-Acto knife does better for me. So that's what I'm gonna do for a minute. All the weeding has been done, so we're gonna get our transfer paper, and we'll put it on there, and then we'll be ready to make our sign, our plaque, or mounting bracket, whatever you want to call it, and get the vinyl on there. Here's my transfer paper. So the trick I found is you don't need to leave any air bubbles, because that's a nightmare. But I'll cut my paper just a little bigger than what I've got my vinyl there, and then I'll use this as a sticky point to kind of hold it down, because it's kind of hard unless you tape the thing down. But I'm not a professional, but this is kind of the best way I found to do it. I start, just kind of peel it back, so I've got a little edge there. Make sure you cover. You can kind of use the line to do what you need. And now it's stuck to the table. And then use a straight edge of some sort. This just is a square. Very few air bubbles. Right off of there. So now we got it, and we can just trim it. There's one decal. This is my metal. It's just roofing metal, 26 gauge or whatever, that has not been roll formed. I did a project at the Melton Farm project. I did a garage at the Melton Farm project that we used this and used adhesive to stick it to the wall. So I had a little bit of, I got some scrap left over and it does good. So 20 by 9 is going to be my plaque. I'm just rounding the corners a little bit. Just kind of finishes it off a little better. I got my decals ready to be centered on the piece. Just take a little painter's tape instead of drawing a pencil line. And I got a little mark at the top where I want to stop. Now to put the decal on, I just kind of make sure you get it nice and sticky. And I just kind of do the repeat process like how I put the transfer tape on. It's kind of do the same thing. Ah, come on. Let me get it started. Okay. So just fold it back. I'll do a little more, peel it back. This one you kind of need to see because sometimes the letters don't come off and you got to know it. And then just kind of pick a corner and go like that. It does a little better, I think. Or it has for me anyway. Beautiful. Custom faded. Oh my goodness. Oh, did y'all see what I did? Oh, I didn't even notice until right now. What's wrong with this picture? I didn't uppercase all these. Holy cow. Still looks good. I'm just gonna tell her that's nobody noticed. Shh. Don't tell nobody. Ah, holy cow. There we have it. I'm gonna get my little hole punch. I'll put some holes in the corners. I can use a few screws to put them onto the wall over there. Well, I couldn't find my little hole punch, so drill bit had to work. There we go. I'll probably take these over here in a day or two, and we'll install them and finish up the video. Well, we've made it back over to the Melton Farm project. Miss Susan has got boxes everywhere. She's been moving in, trying to do it a little bit here and there, but we come over to the little mechanical closet that I made these labels for. So we're just gonna stick them up and get them labeled, and she'll know what to do. Let's see. Looks like a pretty good place. A couple different screws. So I just made this little sign too, just I'll put it over here on the side. Oh, come on. So I had a bit of a trouble. They stuck to the hot water side fine, I guess, because it's heated up the copper. But the cold water, I had to sand it and then clean it with some pipe cleaner, and I don't know. Hopefully it'll stay on there. And I need to get a valve. And I tried to stick it to the PEX pipe. It would not stick to the PEX pipe at all. So I stuck it to the manifold, but I do need to get a shut off for this one. Pretty cool. Custom faded. All right, ladies and gents, that was my video on how I make my own labels for my PEX manifold systems. Overall, I think the Cameo 4, I think it's the 4, the Silhouette, it's a pretty dang good tool. I mean, you can't do anything large scale with it, but you know, small stuff like I do. You know, the labels for the PEX system, or you know, just whatever. I've made decals, some smaller decals. My daughter's made some smaller decals. She's actually taken them, and you know, a friend of mine hired her to make a bunch of kind of like logos for him. So, you know, I mean, it's definitely an entry level cutter, but it's a good tool to have. It's definitely a step above cardboard and a Sharpie. You know what I mean? It will definitely make your work look a lot more professional, and that you're putting that extra care into it. You know what I mean? Once again, I'm Keith Dykes. This was my label maker video. Hope you guys liked it. Thanks for watching, and as always, got it, Coach.